This is Maz Amjad, and you are watching my YouTube channel, 15 Minutes with Maz. This channel is primarily aimed to help you and guide you understand how you can come to United States and study here as a master and PhD student on a fully funded scholarships. Today we have another guest. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will request you to introduce yourself, and then we will begin the conversation.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Maz, for having me. My name is Nadish Mohammed. I did my bachelor's from Aligarh Muslim University, India, and then I completed my master's from UT Austin. And right now I'm working as an associate consultant at WSP. So yeah, Maz, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Nadish, for joining us today. Can you please tell us more about like if any student does not get any financial position based on scholarship, then getting a teaching assistant position is another option. Uh, what's the process of getting any teaching position? Imagine if I am living outside United States, how can I approach faculty members and show them my interest of serving as a teaching assistant?
Yeah. Like, first of all, someone has to understand two things. Like the funding has two form, like either they are going to fund you as a research assistant or as a teaching assistant. And it actually varies university wise. Like some of the fundings that, like that has the tuition fee waiver thing. Like if you got a TA or a RA ship, they will exempt your tuition fee.
So research assistant is a different position than teaching assistant?
Yeah. For the research assistant, you have to reach out to the professor of certain department or certain research field. Like if you have that kind of interest, you want to do some kind of research in your own field, so you can reach out to your professor directly after getting admission in that department.
So the first step is to get an admission in the
Yeah.
university. After that, once you receive an offer letter, which is admission letter, then the second step is now looking for financial opportunities. So the one, as you mentioned, I'm just like summarizing what you just mentioned. The one option is getting a teaching assistant position. The second option is getting a research assistant position. So what's the process of getting teaching assistant position?
Yeah, like for the teaching assistant, there is no any hardcore defined process. So you will know, like there are openings for the teaching assistant. So teaching assistant means you are going to help professors in their teaching curriculum, in their courses. So they are going to publish, oh, okay, we need a teaching assistant for a particular course. And then you will get the email from the department. Hey, we have an opening for 2 TA or 1 TA for that course. And then you reach out to that, like that people who are responsible for allocating that teaching assistant position. So that's how it works. They have the opening. They will publish the opening.
Where will they publish? Like how, let's say if I'm a student living outside US, how would I know that this department has this number of teaching assistant positions available?
Yeah. So they will publish that on the department website.
Okay.
So let's say the course belongs to the Department of Mathematics. So you will go to the mathematics department and you will have that notice on their department website.
Okay.
So you will come to know that, okay, there is a teaching position available. And then you will reach out to that particular, like administrator or a professor, they should have mentioned certain names where you can reach out. So yeah, that's how, it worked. So the thing is, first you have to enroll in that university.
So enroll mean receiving an admission letter.
Admission letter.
Okay.
And then they will give you a university email ID. They will register your name, your email ID, and that's how you are going to get all the emails on your email, because
Okay.
they already have your enrollment. They
Correct.
already have your name in their database.
Correct.
So yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. And so all the teaching assistant positions are advertised on the department websites. What about research assistant positions?
Yeah,
Where
so
are they advertised?
no, like I told you, like the research assistant position is a different thing. Like so it's the responsibility of the professor to publish the research assistant availability
Okay.
in their group. Like it varies. Like if some professor has a very large research group, they are going to have 2 or 3 position each semester, each year, for 3 year. It depends on the project, the kind of project they have, because the university is not going to pay for that research assistantship. The professor is going to pay your tuition bill, your monthly stipend. So it actually depends on professor. So you or anyone who got the admit from any university, they try to reach out to the professor of their department. They will send them the email. Okay, I got the admit. I have that kind of background, and show some kind of motivation and eagerness to join their respective research group.
Okay.
And then they will have they will call you, they will interview you, and you kind of express why you want to join their group, research group. And if you are a great fit, they are going to hire you as a research assistant. And that's how it completely works. So there is a no definite certain website or a format where they are whether they are going to publish any opening. Yeah, obvious, there is a thing like different professors have their different websites. So you can go to the website and try to find something, but most of the time you have to reach out to the professor directly through the email, and then they will explain you, okay, based on your research background, we think you are a great fit for our research group, and we have that kind of project. If you want to join our group, we are ready to welcome you. So that's how it was.
Okay. So basically, just to summarize what you mentioned for teaching assistant position is many professors, they post on their personal websites that they have a project and they are looking for research assistants. And if you are interested, please reach out to us.
Yeah, sometime they are going to publish it, sometime they will not.
Okay.
So it's your responsibility. Being a master's student, it's your responsibility to reach out to them again and again.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to keep knock at their door. Keep knocking their door.
Okay.
And it's not like you need to wait outside their office. You can just email them. You can show how much you are interested to join their groups. The only, I think in my whole educational career, I saw the only thing the professor are looking in the student is the motivation.
Motivation.
Yeah, the motivation is the only thing that can drag you into their research group.
Okay.
You should show some kind of motivation, why you want to join their group, what kind of background you have, and you should explain them in a best possible way.
Great. Once you, let's say a professor shows a green signal saying that, okay, you are qualified to be my research assistant, what is the next process?
So they will refer you to the graduate advisor, stating an email like, this new boy who got admission in our department is going to join my group. And then they will do all the administrative work, and you will assign a research assistant position.
Okay.
You will got a position, and and they have their own entire internal process, and that's how you don't need to pay your tuition bill, because you have to apply for the tuition waiver.
Okay.
based on the position.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the certain, like section where they have a certain waiver thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you got the TA,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to have the tuition waiver, health insurance, and other benefits. If you have the research assistant, you are going to have the tuition waiver, health insurance, and other all the benefits, like
Okay.
like transportation and everything.
So once you received an offer letter, the admission letter from any university in the United States, that means that you are officially admitted. So the second step is who is going to support you for that program? Is it you personally yourself, or are you seeking other opportunities in the United States, such as teaching assistant position or research assistant position? So for example, let's say you got RA position, and now that RA position happens after the visa process or before the visa process?
That's a good question. So it actually depends on university criteria and universities, some standard requirements and policies. So certain universities, they will send you the TA and a RA offer along with the your admission offer.
Okay.
Yeah, they will mention you, okay, you got the admit, and we are going to provide you the research or a TA assistantship.
Okay.
But in my case, UT, they usually don't have that kind of policy. They do not provide you the TA or a RA offer or position along with the admission letter or offer letter. So yeah, like certain universities, they will give you the offer directly, and certain universities you have to come to the US and then approach to the professors or the department authority, like, okay, I need some some kind of funding, and if they have the position like I explained you earlier, they will reach out to you and you will find the RA and TA position.
So of course, legally coming to United States also require getting a visa, right? So for visa purpose, how would you support yourself? Did you need to show a bank statement and show a specific amount in that bank statement so that a visa officer can look at your bank statement and say you are qualified for that visa? So and this is how you are granted that
Yeah,
visa.
yeah. So the first step is you got the admit from the department. Then they will give you an I-20.
Okay.
Okay. So the I-20, that document is going to have all your entire information regarding your expenses, regarding your class, regarding your major, like the major in which you got the admit. So and then after you will start your visa process. So there's like different pro forma and the form you have to fill. I think different countries have the different one.
Okay.
So and you have to go through all those steps, and then there come a visa interview thing.
Okay.
So in the visa interview, you have to show your I-20.
Okay.
And in that I-20, there is going to be a question regarding how you are going to fund yourself.
Correct.
Because coming to US, doing masters is not a cheap thing.
Correct.
It's an expensive decision. So they should know how you are going to fund your education, how you are going to survive in United States.
Yep.
So there come a lot of proving things. You have to prove your financial and economical condition. And after proving, like whether you have that kind of asset, whether you are financially sound, financially good, whether you can support yourself economically in US. After all those clarification, they are going to provide you the visa.
Correct. In your experience, of course, what is the maximum limit that any candidate who is pursuing a master's degree in the United States needs to show to the visa officer?
Yeah, so basically it depends on the amount that were written on your I-20.
Okay.
And the general thing is you have to show 1.5 times more than that amount.
Okay.
It should be 1.5 times more
Okay.
because they will give you a kind of range for your tuition and for your living expenses for period of 9 to 12 months.
Okay.
And the visa interview is going to ask you for the entire, like if you got your admit for a master's, you have to prove yourself for 2 years. And if you got basically for the PhD, there's a different scenario and there's a different things. So let's talk about the masters. So yeah, it should be 1.5 times more than whatever is written on your I-20.
And what is the general expenditure amount that is typically mentioned or written on the I-20 form?
So yeah, it actually varies along with the university.
Okay.
Like different universities, they are in different states. Different states, they have the different, like pricing thing in US. They have different tax. They have different, policies. So I think, but it actually varies from like $40,000 to $60,000 to $70,000, some kind of range.
So the range starts from 40,000 USD dollar to 70,000 USD dollar.
Yeah, for 1 year.
For 1 year master's program.
Yeah.
Okay. And in case you get teaching assistant position or RA position, basically then the school is going to provide you all that financial support.
Yeah, they will provide you the monthly stipend, but they won't guarantee you the tuition waiver.
Okay.
Because I know like few of my friends, they got the T and RA, but they did not get the tuition waiver.
Why is that?
They have their own policy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any specific reason that some students might get tuition waiver, but others might not?
So in the tuition waiver, there's two things. They will give you either the in-state tuition or out-of-state tuition.
Okay.
So, in-state tuition, I think most of the time they give you the in-state tuition waiver that covers, like the tuition fee that is required to be paid by the US citizen. So, like the difference in the tuition fee for the people who came from the US or the people who came from the different nations.
Okay.
So that's why we call it in-state and out-of-state tuition fee.
Can you please tell us the difference between in-state and out-state tuition? Is there any specific amount that any international student has to pay versus a tuition fee any US citizen has to pay?
I think that's the government policy.
Okay.
So they have built that structure in a way, like if you're coming from a different country, you have to pay some more extra tax or something. So like you also have to have your health insurance and all those things. So that's why there's a difference between the in-state and out-of-state tuition fee.
So just to summarize again, going back to the point, getting RA or TA position does not guarantee that you will also get a tuition waiver as well.
Yeah. It depends on your professor. It depends on your university. So there are so many criteria.
Okay.
If you are lucky, you got admit in UT Austin, and if you got RA and TA, you will get your fee waiver.
So basically, there are some universities in which if you are accepted to be a student as a master's in the master program, then if you also if you are lucky to get also a teaching position or research position, then you are automatically qualified for a tuition waiver. Is that correct?
Kind of.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wanna tell to all the upcoming students who are wishing to study in the UT Austin?
Yeah, UT Austin is a great university. They actually really cared about the students, and they, apart from the best faculties they have, they also promote or motivate the students to participate into the all the competitions, like to involve themselves into solving the real world problem. So yeah, it's a very nice university, and they are the one who provide tuition fee waiver along with the RNTA.
So basically, getting into UT automatically provides you a guarantee that you will, if you get a TA or RA position, your tuition fee will also be waived,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Automatically.
If you get a RA and TA, if
Okay. Either one of them.
Yeah.
It could be RA, it
Yeah,
could be TA.
yeah,
If you get that, then your fee is automatically waived.
not just a fee, they will
Uh-huh.
also cover your health insurance.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what other things are covered if you receive RA at TA position?
yeah, they will give you monthly stipend as well.
So you will receive health insurance,
Mhm.
your tuition fee will be waived,
Mhm.
and then you will get monthly stipend. How much is that per master student?
So it varies from the ranges. Different departments, they will pay you different
Okay.
stipend. So, but yeah, it's between 2,000 to 2,500.
So if you are accepted in UT Austin and you are lucky also to get a teaching or RA position, you will get four main benefits. The first benefit would be your health insurance. The second benefit would be your tuition fee will be waived. The third would be you will get a monthly stipend, which is between $2,000 to $2,500 USD dollars. What are other things or other benefits that UT provide to their master students?
And they also teach you.
Of course, they also teach you.